Hey guys, Sal here, and today we're going to be talking about my thoughts on the Titanfall beta. Now, I didn't want to make this video right away because I wanted to make sure that I had enough time to play the game and make sure I really understood what I was talking about, because I didn't want to throw out a video with just some hasty assumptions and whatnot. I wanted to make sure that I actually had an opportunity to really experience the game and just not play one game and then give you all my thoughts about it. So now that the beta has come and passed, I thought I was in a better position to give you my thoughts on the game and what works and what doesn't. Now, what exactly is Titanfall? Titanfall is a Twitch shooter from Respawn Entertainment. This is a franchise first, and basically it is a futuristic shooter with wall running and giant mechs and such, and it's a very unique title, and there aren't a lot of games that are really like this. There are games that have a lot of similar components to Titanfall, but Titanfall, what they've done is they've taken a lot of really interesting components and compiled them into a really fun and just a very appealing game. Now, the reason I say appealing is because there is never a dull moment. The pace of Titanfall is extremely fast. You can get around the map very quickly via your double jumps and your wall runs. The gunplay is fairly simple, though the mechanics are very solid. No worries there. I didn't kill trade once during my time in the beta, which was just amazing compared to Battlefield. It was so nice to actually get the kill or not get the kill. So much nicer than trading the kill. So the gun mechanics are very polished, they work very well, though there isn't a lot of recoil with the weapons, which is interesting, and some people said, oh, this is going to be terrible, it's going to be so easy to kill people, and it's just not going to work, and this is mostly the Battlefield community talking. And now, I disagree. I think that the reduced recoil really kind of tailors to the fast-paced action of Titanfall. If we had that recoil that we had to control, I think it would take away from the overall pace of the game, which really isn't what Titanfall is meant to be. Titanfall is meant to be a Twitch shooter, it's meant to be fast-paced, and with the reduced recoil, the just overall pace of the game and the overall feel is just much quicker and much snappier. Now, a really interesting part about Titanfall is the fact that we have AI in the multiplayer experience, and I know a lot of people were really concerned about having AI in the multiplayer because they were worried that it would just feel like you were just killing AI the whole time and it wouldn't actually feel like you were playing a multiplayer game. But I will tell you, that is not the case at all. The AI work very well, and there's a few reasons for that. First of all, the AI simulate a larger experience, and what I mean by that is, say for example you're playing a game of Battlefield, a 64-player game where there are 32 people on each team. Sometimes the case is, because there are so many enemies on the other team, you just spawn in, get a kill, and then die, and you just keep dying quite frequently just because there are so many enemies on the other team, which can get a little bit old and a little bit frustrating, but you want that big experience of a large-scale Battlefield. But the thing is, with Titanfall, you have all these AI running around and they simulate a much larger experience without you having to constantly die all the time, because the AI are mostly there to kill. They don't really kill you, though I will admit I did get meleeed by a Spectre here or there. So the AI, they're not the smartest, but they do simulate that larger experience without you constantly dying, which I think is really cool because it makes you just feel like you are in that large battlefield, but you don't have to keep your head down 100% of the time just because there are so many enemies. Now, secondly, the AI add a very interesting farming aspect to Titanfall. When I say farming, I mean farming for your Titan, because when you spawn in, you will get your Titan regardless of whether or not you do anything. You could stand there AFK the whole time until you get your Titan, and it's on a fixed timer, so you will get that Titan regardless. But the thing is, every time you kill a pilot or an AI, you get time off of your Titan. Now, with all these AI in the game, what you can do is you can find a bunch of AI if you know where to look, and you can kill them and get time off your Titan. And if you are very good at that and you know where to look, you can theoretically, your whole team could get your Titans before the enemy team even has one, which is a very interesting aspect. Think of like LoL or Dota, for example. They have the creeps that you kill to farm for gold, so it adds just this farming aspect to a first-person shooter, which is something that we really haven't seen much of at all, which I really like. And I really like that they are adding just these things that people have never thought of adding to a first-person shooter, and it really gives us a fresh perspective on what a first-person shooter is and what it can be. And last but not least, let's not forget about the Titans. The Titans are a blast to use. I really enjoy how you can seamlessly go from pilot to Titan. You can get over your Titan, you can get back in, capture an objective, and it just works very well together. The Titan versus Titan combat as well is also a lot of fun, and even the pilot versus Titan combat is also very well balanced, which I think is a really interesting thing because I was expecting it to be very one-sided towards the Titans, so it is really nice to see that they just work well together. I was a little skeptical at first, but Respawn has done a very good job at keeping the Titan and the pilot relations in such a way that it's still a fair fight, or not really fair depending on the engagement. The Titans definitely do have the upper hand in a lot of situations, but pilots can very easily take down a Titan if they coordinate their efforts. So overall, I had a lot of fun playing the Titanfall beta. The game just works. The gameplay, the mechanics, it was smooth, the mechanics worked well together, and I was very impressed, especially considering this is a beta, and it's basically running better than Battlefield 4 does, like, what, I don't know, 4 months after launch. So overall, very impressed with the way Titanfall is working, and this game is showing a lot of promise heading into its release. Now keep in mind, this is a beta. A lot of things could potentially change. That's why I didn't really go into item specifics, weapons, Titans, and whatnot. This could all change. We don't really know what's gonna stay and what might potentially leave heading into the final launch. So I'm not recommending you buy this. This is a beta. I would wait till the final release to make your final judgment call, but overall from the beta, I had a very positive experience and I had a lot of fun. So guys, if you've enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more Titanfall content or Battlefield as well, be sure to subscribe to my channel. And guys, with that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.